Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to another Mortal stream. I am your host, Morrick, and tonight we continue on with our little neighborhood build. So welcome back to The Sims 4. Now, for most of you who may have seen me play this before, you may notice a significant difference in tonight's little playthrough, and I'll show you in just a few moments. So, while that is loading, I am going to just take the link and I am going to share it across multimedia and social media, I should say, actually, and it should be fine. But you'll see the exact reason why it's going to be different in just a few moments. Oh, and I kind of came across a point of this that, when it comes to me, building up this neighborhood, I decided in my spare time I'm just going to build the neighborhood with just empty plots, like no furniture or anything like that. We can always design it afterwards. But anyway, as we can see, we actually have some DLC right now. So, this will make it a whole lot more interesting and a whole lot more fun when it comes to the time that we get to enjoy our little escapade in The Sims 4. So, while I'm at this, I'm going to load up my save file, and we should be good to go from my autosave. And Stream Elements is working perfect. So far we were working on Twin Oracle Point, but because I think because there's not really all that much left to build on it, I think what I might actually focus on is I'm just going to maybe put in like the windows and extra doors after that, and then I'm going to move on to the next plot. I just decided to kind of get this kind of house out of the way because obviously it's bigger and a lot larger. So, I know I kind of redesigned this already, but I feel like what we can do is... Okay, so I had a slight lag issue there for a second. But it's grand. Nothing that I can't fix. Okay, so here is what we had in store. I am actually going to take this out, and I was planning of putting it maybe here in the corner, because like this is gonna be the dining area, so what better way to have a dining area than to have it in like a galley. But anywho, what I actually had in store, because you noticed that one of the add-ons that I got is actually for the movie stuff, so that now gives me a idea that instead of having a big, large, open room for like a living room, I can now separate this into a theater, really, like a home cinema kind of feature. So we're going to put like the little opening here, and we'll put a small doorway here to gain access into the living room, or in some cases, like the entertainment room. You know, there's not much here, but like I said, I'm not going to focus heavily on the whole decoration. I'm just going to build up the structure, and after that, then we can decide it later on for whoever wants to live in it will become their idea. Because the idea about this is, I'm hoping to actually get you guys involved, so I'm going to try maybe make a couple of US Sims characters, and then you can decide like which one of these houses that I build that you wish to live in. So, now that I have this built here, I'm just going to put in the movie room just so we can insinuate that it is in fact a theater. So first things first, we need a double door. And I was thinking more along the lines of something like that to gain access into the theater. And then after that, we're going to put in a fancy, well, as fancy as it gets. We're going to put that there to enter in here. And I think a wide entry frame for the kitchen would be perfect. But yeah, long story short, this is just gonna be a basic house that I'm gonna leave it open for Sims to live into it if they so wish to. Now, of course, this needs a grand staircase. So, I was thinking something along like this kind of door. And then maybe put a small little door like that leading out into the back garden. Now I need to put in windows. And you know, to be honest, I was thinking quite a lot about this, that we could put in those kind of windows, like large ones that are kind of more like those, so to say. But first things first, we're actually going to move these pictures across to there, just so that we can have like this whole wall full of windows. Where did I see those windows again? So, as you can see, these open up into every aspect of the room. Which, to be fair, I think is nice. But I do believe the window's not, never mind. See, I was thinking along these kind of windows because it adds a little pizzazz into the dining room. You know, and it's not just a dining room per se, that you can actually just use as like a kind of a gathering hall, really. You know, rather than everyone just gathering out here in the main hallway, that they don't have to worry about the whole escapade on that one. Also, I noticed that by putting these kind of windows there, it kind of makes the central column next to the stairs look like a glass elevator, which I guess in one sense is kind of an interesting idea. But that's kind of not what I'm looking for right now, so... what do they look like? Yeah, that works. Now, of course, for the kitchen, we're going to need something more placid. So I was thinking along those lines would look nice. Now, obviously, of course, the cinema room doesn't get any windows because it obviously doesn't need any. And of course, you can't have that in every single corner because that opens up the room way too much. I was thinking something maybe along that kind of aspect might be nice, and then hold those across. Yeah, okay, that works. Now, the only worst thing about it is trying to find windows that look interesting. Because, like, for example, you can't have these kind of windows littering the top floor. Well, I guess in a way you could. Yeah, I think that will look alright. Anyway, I'm not really working too heavily on aspect or ratio on this one. I'm just doing what I can. Okay, so I was thinking, and it's just a thought, that I want to put that out, and then I need a terrain tool. And of course I need some sort of stones, like, I think the desert stones will work, that I can literally just spray it on like this, and if it works, then perfect. There we go. Now, I know I didn't put much effort into the house, but at the same time I don't want to be spending like 3 hours on just one house. That's because I think that's my problem. I tend to over detail these things, and then the rest of the stuff does not get done properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on maybe putting the last couple of windows on here, and how does that look? Yeah, that's fine. See, I can't really put a window there because, although I guess I could. Would it look weird? I don't think it would. I think that would be fine. Cause like, you don't want a house that has too many windows, otherwise it does not make sense. And obviously, I guess, you know, I guess for privacy reasons, I guess you could put maybe a couple of those windows, just so that you could say it's for privacy reasons. The only disadvantage is now I have to move the toilet slightly to the left, otherwise people are just going to end up looking at someone's ass crack. Oh, that also reminds me, these need doors, and I didn't really put much effort into this one. Okay, so just like downstairs, having an archway like that entering into the main, well, not into the main bathroom, but into the ensuite bathroom will be a lot better. And then I want to use some of these movie, or whatever they're called, the Get Famous stores, because they have a nice look to it. There we go. So I say for now, ooh, actually, I almost forgot about those doors. There we go. So now you can enter into the dining hall and then into the main area there. Now what I was going to actually do is, I'm going to raise this up slightly. Well, I hope I can raise it up slightly, otherwise it's kind of wasting my time. Okay, so see, what I want to add is a foundation, because by adding a foundation, I can actually increase onto the house. Actually, is there actually a way to raise up the house, maybe? Let's see. I don't see anything. Which is kind of a problem, really. Because the only way I can think of it is if I end up doing something like this. Yeah, because I think that's literally the only way I'm going to be able to get a foundation in place on that. And I think something like this might look nice with a... Yep. Oh, there you go. Oh. There we go. Put that there. See, the reason why I want to add a foundation is because I do have the tendency to actually add another layer to the house. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Okay, so I am going to... Actually, I think it'll be wise if I maybe just build the wall myself. Because what I was thinking of doing was coming out here and kind of going with this kind of design. But, you know, try to maybe get a curve in there somewhere. Yeah, so it'll be something like that. However, I can knock that down, and then I can put in a square floor from there. So if I pull that way, and I pull that forward, now we have this tiny little veranda area for like a little stairwell. And of course, it's not going to be attached to anything. I'm not going to have this with like a roof over its head. All I'm going to do is simply add a little finesse to the actually, just to make that actually better, let's make them snap, shall we? And I don't mean snap in the bad way either. Okay, where did I see those? Ah, there you go. Oops. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. There we go. And then I think for about 3 of those, I'll shatter them and then I'll make a stairwell down into the garden. So I think these Hey Crazy Rider. How you doing, dude? Yeah, don't worry. I didn't mistake your name. I'm just saying the piss. How you keeping me? Right, okay, so now that we have this done, that's pretty much sorted for this house. So, oh, no it's not. Ooh, yikes, that would have been a huge mistake. So I'm gonna pull that across. And by doing that, I might as well, I'm gonna go with the same stone pattern and just, I guess I could open it up like that. And boop, done. Perfect. So, that's this house finished. It's not much to look at, but it's good for what I can do with it so far. Keep fine, I guess. Lockdown seems it's been happening forever. Yeah, tell me about it, dude. Believe it or not, it's only now here in Ireland that our lockdown is starting to ease. And I can tell you one thing, it feels like it's been forever since we've had it, because, like, we've had it now for the last 2 months or so, and yeah, I agree, it feels like it's going on forever around here. And, like, it's only now that our lockdown is slowly coming to an end. It's bigger than my house. Yeah, it's kind of bigger than anyone's house, actually. I was trying to go for a mansion style, but I was going off of the base game. But recently, I actually bought a, as of recently, I actually bought one of those Sims 4 bundles when they were on sale. So I managed to get 4 DLC packs with it. Now I do plan to get the rest of them, but for now I'm just gonna see what I can build with what I've got. Excuse me, I was just taking a drink because here in Ireland we actually have quite a heat wave running rampant right now, so it's quite warm. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to construct a floor plan. Right. And the worst thing about it is I can't really construct a floor plan like written on the ground because it doesn't work that way. So the only way I can do it is do it by points. Now this isn't going to be like a big style mansion. This one's going to be like one of those typical. Like, it's not going to look like my house or anything like that. It's going to be like, I'm trying to go for one of those, how can I explain it? It's like an elderly bungalow kind of house. You know, something small, maybe one story, maybe a small little porch and whatnot. But I can work on this, and then what I had plans of doing was, if it's suited you guys, I can try to construct your house in like into the Sims 4. Like, if you want to actually be added into my little Let's Play series here. So I guess we could start here. We could pull this across. Actually, I have an idea what we could do here. Pull this up. Pull this there. This becomes like a conservatory. That goes there. And boom. Oops. Okay, perfect. When the lockdown is ended fully, it'll be raining. Yeah, no kidding. You know, I actually I can almost predict that will most likely happen here in Ireland because it is very, very rare that we ever get sunshine or we ever get a heat wave like this because of the fact, well, simply, we just don't get the sun all that often. It's kind of weird when you break it down into that fundamental picture. Don't know why it happens, but it just does. Okay, so there we go. My auntie lives in Northern Ireland. It's been freezing every time I go. Yeah, believe it or not, in Ireland our weather isn't like the same as everywhere else. We only experience two types of weather changes in there. It's either going to be windy and wet, or it's going to be dry and cold. That's what I've always noticed. Okay, so I was thinking, like, this is gonna have somewhat of a large garden. Like, I was thinking of putting like a hedgerow around the back here. Maybe put that there, pull that across to here. There we go. The only problem with that is I do not want that kind of ground, because I do need it to stay kind of grassy. And the reason why is you'll see in a little while. So, I was thinking this could be like some sort of conservatory. I'm trying to go with this kind of standardized... How can I describe it? I kind of want to go with like this little bungalow with a conservatory on it, but I can't really think of a style for this. It'll probably come to me eventually. So we'll use these pointers. So I'm thinking that could be like a living room. We can have it like a small kitchen, because after all it is a cottage, or a small little ground floor. Small little, tiny little back room. You know, not going anywhere. I could split this into 2 rooms. That way we don't have this big open area here. There we go. So, it's not a bad style if you think about it, for a small little cottage-like house. The UK has a lot of COVID deaths, but I think the problem is if they started the lockdown earlier, no one would have followed the rules. Yeah, true. Like, if you take, for example, like, I'm not, not being, not going to criticize anyone here, but, take, like, certain states in the US.